We are ready.
This is impromptu. Not impromptu. The 3 minutes starts impromptu.
Well, everyone can just come into our like pre-game chat, you know?
Yeah, this is like inside scoop. Sort of like, the club do like bet out. Well, that's what you should do. Put it behind a paywall. You should film like before every filming, before BA show, before ratings, before teams. Just film like the first 15 minutes, and like put that behind a paywall.
I'm pretty big philosophically on no paywall.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting. I think that's a good way of doing that.
Like I could make a lot more money, but
okay.
No, I mean, if imagine all the content you were paying $5 a month, everyone watching.
Sure.
But I just keep remembering who I was before this all started, and it was like all I wanted was content to tap into. But then again, you know what? People would pay for it, so why don't I?
Oh Jesus! Have a look at this guy. Jesus.
Would you pay $5 a month if it meant you could access all the content after having watched it for free?
Oh, like as in all the content.
All the content.
Would it be more? Would there be more or less?
There would be more. Well, essentially, you would access the same content earlier.
Not earlier.
And there would be bonus. Nah, it's too complicated.
Yeah,
unless there's a new idea where, if I was able to get like player interviews every week kind of thing, maybe I would. But why? It's not about now. It's about Ari, your grandchildren watching one day. You know, it's not about us.
Yeah, no, of course they're the priority. My bloodline.
Do you know what I even thought about? Do you think that in 100 years from now, someone will randomly stumble across this exact stream and watch it?
No.
They won't, will they?
Because I think YouTube won't exist.
Why?
Because everything will die eventually.
Well, YouTube only dies if Google dies.
Not really.
Yes, really. It's owned by Google.
Yeah, but they can stop it or they can change it.
No, why would they? They've already got this much data, and it's essentially a search engine now.
Yeah, I know, but we don't know how life's going to be in 50 years. We don't know what's going to be the new thing in 50 years. We don't know what's going to be the way people consume content in 50 years. And at the end of the day, this is all a server. If Google wake up one day and go, fuck this, and just switch it off, it's gone. Everything's gone.
Okay. Why would they do that?
I don't know, but I'm saying if they do.
Well, if my nan had wheels, she'd be a bike.
Yeah, but we're living in ifs because we're talking about 100 years into
the future.
No,
we're not. You're living in
ifs. This whole question is hypotheticals.
No, it's not, because this content is on YouTube.
Yeah, but you're hypothetically speaking in 1,000 years, in 100 years, or whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're hypothetically speaking.
I said in 100 years, will someone scrolling on YouTube randomly come across this stream?
Yeah, and I said no.
Okay. Well, if you're watching this and the year is 2124, drop a comment.
Would you still? I mean, maybe you. That's a bit morbid.
No, I won't be alive in 100 years, mate.
You could be.
I won't be.
You're in prime physical nick, I'd say.
Yeah. In 100 years, it's going to be a different story unless we merge with technology and become cyborg.
That's not a fan of that.
Would you do it? I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Become half robot?
Absolutely.
What half?
What do you mean, what half? Your brain goes into a robot.
So as in, you're as in like, do you become like a literal robot?
I don't know.
Or is your brain and conscience and soul, in a sense,
I believe
transformed to like a metallic object, essentially?
I think they either implant something into the human body or move things from the body into like a artificial body. It's possible.
It's just...
Well, you know what the real answer that you should give me was, and I would have agreed. It's like, will this planet be in existence in 100 years? Because where we're going, we're blowing this thing up.
Yeah, well, we're here for the ride. Here for a good time, not a long time.
Here for a good time, not a long time, Ari. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reflections. It is Wednesday, the 26th of June, 2024.
I would say,
Chills
thank
is
God,
here.
thank God, no one had to pay for that 5 minutes. That was just we dished up some shit in our time, and that's going to be some of the worst.
I don't know. I called you Charlie Kerno once.
And I'd argue that was your peak, but who am I to judge?
Yeah. Who are you to judge?
Exactly.
Jay says Damien, Bevtone. Maybe. Davey, the real question is, would you want to be alive in 100 years? Well, probably not. 21, 24, your channel will be going strong as the massively global blue abroad conglomerate. Well, Ari's children will be hosting.
Yeah. Once again, yeah. Well, all going well.
Well, Ari's children. That's going to be a time for this channel when you're popping out children.
Hey, I'm only 20. We've got time.
True.
Yeah. Let's not.
Can't wait to.
Sorry?
Can't wait to meet your little kids, mate. Little Ari's running around with their little head bobbing like this.
They will be called Ari the Second.
Really?
Fuck yeah. Or Ari Jr. How cool would that be? Ari Jr.
That's the real question, Aiden. Will they have the horse in the back?
Yeah, well, John Longmire will probably still be coaching Sydney by his fucking standards, so why not? I think it's good. I think it adds. I think it adds a bit of a character, a bit of pizzazz, a bit of je ne sais quoi. Some might say. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Why are you smirking?
Just.
I thought you'd be. Sorry.
I said, at least you bring me somewhere else. You just allow me to forget about everything and just.
Is this the funnest time you have doing content? I think it is.
Definitely bring me somewhere else that no one else does.
It's the funnest thing. Yeah, I do it.
It's just like, it's like, okay,
Yeah, you look for. This is the highlight of your week.
Don't
know because it is
highlight of the week. No, fan cams is the highlight of the week.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Do you know we do fan cams? Did you know that we do fan cams after games? We get like people call in. It's kind of like talkback radio, but with video.
Right. Yeah. Please
we do that.
Do tell more.
Do you know that we do that?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I just I've got other business to attend to most times after games, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. We used to have this kid named Ari that used to come on. He was great input. Looked like you. Sounded like you.
Did he?
Yeah.
Must be good entertainment value then.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking guy as well, I assume.
Yeah, it was good fodder.
Must be real good at his job. I might meet him one day. Never know.
You might.
Maybe. Hopefully. I feel like us two would get along. Do you reckon we'd get along?
What if you met your match?
If I met my clone, I couldn't do that. I feel like I'd annoy myself if I had to live with myself.
Well, we have a show to do tonight. How good?
Yeah, we do. Apparently. I don't know if anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go through the last time we played, ladies and gents. 100% doppelgangers are real. It's scary. Okay, question. Who's your doppelganger?
Do you want my real answer or my I don't have a real answer. I just have a gag answer that I say every time someone asks me who my lookalike is. I just say Idris Elba because I find it funny. Because he looks nothing like me at all. I just say it because it's funny. But I don't have... Like, this is what I'm saying, is that perfection is hard to match. And I don't think I've found it yet. So, hence why I don't think I have a doppelganger.
I can't think of one for you. I used to have this guy, Josh Hartnett.
Who's that? I see it. I definitely see it.
Really, he played in some war movie. He's an actor.
Right. You could just, yeah.
This cute girl in high school told me that was my doppelganger one time. I never forgot it, as you can tell.
Yeah, I was going to say it's your Roman Empire. Did it anything? Was at the start of the?
No. We weren't really. No. We never really We never really crossed paths.
It's a shame. What could have been? Another life, maybe.
Yeah, in another life.
Another life.
So, Ari, you're going to go through round one. We're going to reflect on what happened in round one, and then we've got the game, the quiz. We're going to do it again, but there's some new stipulations this time around. We've actually got 11 minutes to finish it this time around. So Cameron has tested us, and yeah, we'll have a bit of fun. We're going to have like a hard stop at 7:57, 56, 6:56. I've got to jump in. I'm doing the team selection show on the Pommy and Oz YouTube channel. So, Ari, what happened in round one, mate? What's the story?
Well, round one was a time because normally we'd sit here and talk about the opening game of the season. However, we obviously all do remember and do know this was Carlton's second game of the year, playing in round one. Still can't get over the fact that that was a thing and that is a thing. But you know what? That's not the time. It's a time and place for a different day, I think. Yes, Carlton vs Richmond, traditional Thursday night game, not opening the season, but basically opening the season for a lot of fans, I feel like. Carlton coming off a 1-point win against Brisbane. We all, of course, remember that game and the kind of theatrics around that. And Richmond coming off a 39-point loss to the Gold Coast Suns. However, they did finish that game. They did finish that game strongly. They had an 8-goal. They had a 7-3 second half. So it was a poor first half for the Tigers in the game previous, but they finished strongly. This was a Richmond side. Let's not forget, with a lot of their players still playing and still like fully fit. Noah Bolt was playing. Shea Bolton, Dustin Martin, they had a pretty strong team lining up. So this wasn't going to be an easy win by any means, but I think a lot of Carlton supporters went into this game relatively confident. Funnily enough, this was. I think a lot of people, I'm assuming you went into this game quite confident that we were going to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree, and I think a lot of people would also agree. However, I do find it funny that Carlton had only beaten Richmond only once in the previous 10 years still. Because, of course, 2022 round one was the win, mid-season was the loss, and then round one, 2023 was the draw. So despite this positive feeling, the Tigers still had a very, very good track record. So the game started hot for the Blues. Harry Mackay kicks the first goal after a good lead and good mark inside 50 from Brody Kemp. He also plays a big hand into the second goal of the game. Gathers on the half volley just outside 50, wheels around, snaps, bouncing the goal square. Matt Kennedy picks up goals. Carlton kicked the first two in the first couple of minutes, and we're flying. However, Richmond proved to be a side that weren't going to go down lightly and kicked 5 of the last 6 goals of that quarter to take an 11-point lead heading into quarter time, which finished with a Jaden Short bomb just outside 50. So not the start that Carlton fans necessarily hoped for, but a start that was going to challenge the team, and we were looking to see whether or not they could rebound. Much better second quarter for the Blues. It was a 3-goal to 2 second quarter. Charlie Kerner kicks a goal, start of the second, and then Noah Bolter responds before Ollie Hollands kicks his first goal for the year, which is good to see him getting on the scoreboard. And then Harry Mackay's long bomb from 55 on the kind of left half flank sailed through for a goal to give Carlton a 6-point lead. To give Carlton a 6-point lead. However, Maurice Rioli responds on the halftime siren to bring it back to bring the margin to 1 points, a 1-point lead for the Tigers at halftime. There we are. A very topsy-turvy back and forth first half, which a lot of Carlton supporters didn't really expect. Richmond supporters were there for a ride, and you could tell when Carlton couldn't quite get going that this was going to be an arm wrestle, and that arm wrestle carried on all the way till the final quarter, to the third quarter, where Harry Mackay kicks a goal in the first 2 minutes, and then immediately Noah Bolter responds. Charlie Kerno kicks one on the 8th minute mark, and on the 10th minute mark, Liam Baker immediately responds. That goal for goal trend continued when Matt Cottrell marks inside 50 goals after good forward pressure from Lockie Fogarty and Matt Owies, and then immediately Dustin Martin at the fall of the ball from a Brody Kemp specky attempt.
Oh, he went for mark of the year. That's right.
Went for mark of the year. Dustin Martin ever so smartly stays down, crumbs, goals, and then immediately Tim Taranto at the back of a stoppage, at the back of a pack, gathers right foot snaps, goals. And the Tigers have a relatively healthy lead in the context of the game, considering that the highest lead to that point was 12 points. They went in with a 9-point lead heading into the first change, or heading into the final change, and Carlton needed a response. They needed it quickly. Matt Owies pushing the back for a kick from Noel Bolter. Makes no mistake from the set shot, kicks a goal. Tom DeConning marks at centre half back, gets a 50-metre penalty off a Liam Baker indiscretion, goes back from 50, launches, kicks the goal. Carlton back in front. Stoppage just in front of Carlton's goal. Cripps goes up in the ruck. Scrimmage out the back. Chera gathers, snaps, goals. Carlton lead by 9. 3 goals in the first couple of minutes of the last quarter. You're thinking, here we go, we're flying. But once again, the trend of the game dictates the Tigers weren't going to go down lightly. Ball inside 50. Tom Lynch finds some space. Handball over the top. Seth Campbell runs in, goals. Back to 3 points. And then it was a nervous. So Seth Campbell kicks that goal in the 19th minute mark. And for the next 10 minutes of the game, it was oh so nervously. And Baker's kick from 50, only moments after that, sails wide. And then it was very much, to use a lack of a better phrase, it was squeaky bum time for a lot of Carlton supporters.
Yeah.
Towards the back end of that game, the Tigers one last chance with about 30 seconds to go. Kick goes long inside 50 to the pocket. Hewitt and Williams both go up. Neither of them mark. It spills at the back. Shea Bolton runs to gather, bounces ever so slightly higher than what he probably initially thought it was going to. Slips through his hands over his shoulder. Carlton control the game. A Jack Carroll clearance finds its way into the hands of Camden McIntosh. He was immediately tackled. Siren goes. Carlton win their 6th game in a row by under 6 points and have beaten Richmond for the 2nd time in 10 years.
Wow, you did that really well, and you brought back so many memories. We couldn't stop Bolter that night. I remember time stood still at that stoppage at the end of the game with Williams and Hewitt. Oh my God, wow. I remember that.
One of the more kind of take the 4 points and get out sort of jobs.
Get out. Yeah. Early in the season, bank your wins. Do what you got to do. No Wiedering and Walsh. I think I saw someone wrote that. I think Aiden wrote that.
Yeah, no Wiedering and Walsh. Some of our better performers on the day. Ironically, Tom DeConning was one of our better performers that day, having 28 hit-outs, kicking 1 goal, having 15 disposals. Harry Mackay, 3 goals, 6 marks. Paddy Cripps had the 31 touches. Mitch McGovern had the 26. Goal kickers on the day. Mackay with 3. Kerner with 2 goals, 3. Always kicked 2. DeConning kicked 1. Kennedy, Chera, Cottrell, and Ollie Hollins.
Wow. Yep. Very quickly does that game get forgotten. Well, for me anyway. I had forgotten it. It was just one of those. Isn't that just weird? Like we put so much stock into each week, and you know who we're going to stop and the storyline, and then like 3 weeks after it's done, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I think the change, and I see in the comments there about Wiedering and Elijah Hollins. Funnily enough, the 3 players that didn't play this game, Jacob Wiedering, Sam Walsh are the 2, but Elijah Hollins didn't play this game. And if you had gone back to round 1 and said that we would be speaking about the key players that didn't play in round 1 that did play the next time we'd play Richmond, I don't think many people would have thought Elijah would be one of those names. But he's proven himself to be a pretty valuable player, so he will only be a more than handy asset come Sunday afternoon. But yeah, a real weird game, which Richmond, it felt like everything had to go right for Richmond to win. Everything had to go wrong for us to lose, and it felt like it was slowly edging its way towards that. I don't think Carlton didn't kick more than 3 goals in a row until the last quarter, and only did that once for the game. So it really told the tale of just how close the game was. The highest lead of the game was 12 points. So
now that we are removed from then, does it still, and I mean, I did see your comments at the start of that about opening round. Does it really still matter that we didn't play the very first game of the season? Does it really matter?
No, it doesn't matter, but I don't like it. You know, I don't care. Like the Carlton fan in me doesn't care anytime, any place, whatever. We could play
Yeah.
in Marsden for I think it's a dumb decision by the AFL from an AFL perspective, but that's just a different, like the split, the 4 games in a round and having buys in round 3. I just think that's dumb. But from a Carlton perspective, it's whatever.
Yeah. I remember thinking at the time, like, there's so much outrage about it. It's like, oh, wow, why are they taking away our right to have the first game of the season? It's like, well, it won't matter in 2 months. And I don't know. I don't think it does matter.
No, I think a lot of people forgot
I
really
think we
quickly.
benefited from playing in the opening round.
Getting the bye and freshening up. Maybe.
Absolutely. Well, this is now at the start of round 16. This will be the first time for the year that everyone's going to be on a level playing field in terms of games played.
Yeah, and who would have thought? I mean, I think a few people would have thought, but it's quite interesting. It's quite an interesting way of looking at it, considering where both teams were the last time Carlton had beaten Richmond before round 1. That if you was to say before round 1 that in 12, 13, 14 weeks' time, Carlton would be second with 10 wins, 4 losses, and Richmond would only have 2 wins for the season.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
pretty
that's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
I did have Richmond sliding in my preseason predictions, and I remember
So
after this. Yeah, and I remember after this game in round 1 thinking, oh, that's going to come back and bite me. The great Richmond, class and experience. But yeah, they've beaten Sydney, and then the other win was 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, when they played off and they beat Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval.
there you go, crazy season.
What's the key difference that you see from us between then and now?
I think the professionalism in the way that we play games, especially over the last kind of month, I've seen real mature performances. The Essendon game was so. I think the Essendon game was one of the most professional and mature wins I've seen us play. The Gold Coast one similar, and the Port one as well similarly. But I think obviously on Friday night was like the first time I really sat back and thought, wow, we're a really well-rounded, versatile, mature professional team who can score from stoppage, can score from turnover, knows when to kill the game, take 5 minutes off, knows when to go and take risks, and has the ability to do that. I just think it's a more faith in the team to do the right things at the right times.
I think we have an aura about us at the moment.
Well, that word's the word of the month. I feel like aura.
Aura, isn't it?
I do agree. I feel like there's this little kind of. It's like when you play a video game and like a character's hot and like he's doing really well. Like when you play 2K and like they've got like the fire like around them. It feels like all of our players have that. All of them are just on and you're just playing in kind of a flow state. I mean, another player who did play this game but will come into this game with a completely different outlook is one Mr. Zach Williams, who played this game obviously in defence and will now go into this game as probably surprisingly, barring Matt Owies, our most dangerous small forward.
Your 2K reference was elite, but you just missed it. It's called Team Takeover.
Well, I don't play at 2K, so.
No, but you're right. So, like, individual player can,
Yeah.
but there's also a team takeover where everyone
gets
it at the same time. That's very good by you, Aiden.
There you go.
And Zach Williams plays his 150th this week.
Of course. What a story. Played his 100th in 2019 and it's taken longer than what I think a lot of people would have wanted, thought. And
it just got to a point with him. We had finally, we got the recruits in and they all sort of had their moments. McGovern probably last year, having played most of the year. Martin, second half of the year. Zach had never really had his Carlton sort of, what is it, welcome to Carlton? No. Yeah, he's, his patch of form or contribution where you're like, yep, okay, he's a part of it now. And I felt like he was the only one that had it. And now I feel like he has made his mark finally.
Yeah, this last month has been so good to watch. And I know we all get caught up in the results and the performances and how many goals, but seeing him just happy, smiling when he's playing footy is just obviously knowing his like the injuries and his like what's happening on in his personal life as well, just seeing him happy playing football, doing what he loves is just it's the little things that make you smile as a supporter, I think.
No doubt. No doubt. What else? What else do we need to cover from this game?
I mentioned, I saw just in the comments, the infamous Nick Vostone tackle on Charlie Kerner in the goal square, which should Charlie have gone back and just kicked that goal, I think that would have made it 4 in a row, taken us out to a 16-point lead and really would have put the nail in the coffin. But I guess talking about the trend of the game, that tackle was always going to happen. That smother was always going to happen because the game was never going to blow out. It was just one of those games. So, I mean, Nick Vostone's a pretty handy footballer. So, but moment Charlie would want to forget, I think.
It was a moment of 2022, Charlie.
Yeah, head loss.
And he hasn't done it since.
No, I don't. Not noticeably, anyway. Yeah, it was very much kind of excited Charlie. Like he's like a golden retriever that just wants to play. And sometimes you just need to rein it in a little bit. And I think he's learned how to do that properly. But that was one of the moments where he just wanted to go.
Don't do that again.
Yeah. Stop. Yes. Yeah. Don't do that again. Just take your time. Take your 30.
I have a question for you.
I will try to provide an answer.
How many games has Charlie Kerner played?
I've got no idea. How many has Harry played? I think is probably a good question where I can kind of gauge it. Has Harry played 100?
Harry has played 121.
Okay, so Charlie would have played less. Charlie played more games. Wow. Oh, I guess Harry did miss a fair chunk of last year, in fairness. 127? 126. 128. 125. 133. 124. There we go.
Yeah. 124.
There you go. Well, my logic was on track should Harry have not got
it. I was with you. I did a live check of that, and I realized that Charlie's played more than Harry, but Harry didn't play in his first couple of years. Didn't play 2016 at all, and then he debuted against the Lions late 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, but Charlie he didn't take. He had, unfortunately, 2 years off, so.
Yeah. Jed, I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah, Grimes isn't playing. Not that Grimes is, in his prime, but he's still a very smart, experienced defender.
Yeah. So their back six that day was Tyler Young, Grimes, Gibcus, who unfortunately went down. Just horrendous. Vostone, Broad, Short, and then McIntosh as well as like a winger who floated back at times. Take that into comparison with their back six that played against Hawthorn, and it was Bolter was put back there, but I think he'll probably play forward. Miller, Broad, Tom Brown, who's come in and showed a bit. Vostone there as well. Kazitsky played back as well, I think, a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see where their matchups lie. I see Bolter playing forward again just because Tom Lynch won't play. And Tom Lynch is another one who played for them who won't be playing this weekend as well. And he played
that's right. He got that stupid weak free kick, soft free kick.
Yeah. So and he's torched us countless times, whether it's playing up with the Suns or playing in the yellow and black. He's always had the knack of kicking a fair few against us. So unfortunate that he can't get a good run at things, but I guess fortunate for us that he won't be putting on the boots.
I'm getting sucked into party time since Joe Adamo said it on the fan cams last week. Do you remember when we played?
I don't tune in.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you remember 2011 when we belted them?
Know of. Don't remember watching it, but know of. Yeah.
Yep, that was a good day.
The day wasn't the same day, but Fev kicking the goalie over his head. Was that against Richmond? It wasn't.
No, that was the same
No, it wasn't because 2011.
day. True.
But that day is why we pants them. I think I'm not.
I might be getting my days wrong, but yeah, we pants them. But I'm pretty sure the one I'm talking about is where Judd kicks the goal from like Cruiser down to Murph, down to Judd from like the square and just rolls through. It was elite.
Yeah, no, we definitely did beat them in 11 comfortably.
So should we play the game?
Let's.
Oh, so excited for the game. Okay.
I don't even know what game it actually is. And once again, I'm not looking at the comments. So
why are you looking at the comments?
I said I'm not.
Yeah, why not?
Because they spoil it.
Why?
Or if they get
okay,
it right,
true.
I want to do it like I'm sure, and we have smart people watching it, so they'll get it right.
True. We do have smart people watching. So, guys, I haven't told the chat as well. So, what we're doing is this. We have got now. First of all, Cameron, aka Foxwood, has sent through and created this quiz for us. Last week we had 15 minutes to complete the 22 that played in a game against Geelong. Now we're going to do it again for Richmond. The game is, just want to confirm, I've done this right. Okay.
Okay.
We are going to do the game for round 1, 2018.
Okay. Here
We'll talk about it after, but we're going to do it for round 1, 2018. So we have 11 minutes for when I click play quiz. Let's go.
All right.
Oh boy.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You can put a surname and you get 2 for 1. Fair enough. All right. We'll take that.
I think we all would have guessed that.
Yeah. Murphy.
Walsh.
Walsh's first. No.
The year after.
Yeah.
That's ignore me.
Levi Tatsbolt.
Yes.
Yep.
Jared Garlett. No. Yes.
Jared Garlett. Was it? Great call. Was this the one where we kicked the first 5 goals of the game?
Yeah.
Oh. Did Matt Wright play that game?
Try.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, there we go.
Sam Doherty?
Did he kick 5?
Yeah.
What?
He did.
Wow. God.
Incredible.
Simo?
Simpson.
Jones.
Liam Jones. Good. Paddy Dow.
Surely.
Yep. Lockie O'Brien.
Mate. And Brian. Who else would be floating around?
Your boy. Come on, mate.
No, yeah. Playoff. Caleb? Surely Caleb.
I
think so.
Yeah.
Who was our right? Cruiser? Or was he?
No, I don't think so.
Or then Phillips.
Remind me of his first name.
Andrew Phillips.
No.
Lobe?
Who was that ruckman in 2018? What the fuck? Not Tom DeConing.
No. Wait. What the hell? Surely, is it Cruiser and you spelled his name wrong?
No.
Surely. Are we missing someone horrendously obvious? Okay, let's move on. Yeah, good call. Fisher.
Zach. He would have played 8 score involvements. You see?
3 center clearances.
I think Zach Tua was gone by this point.
Yeah, well gone.
We've got 8 minutes. We're okay. We're going okay.
Rowe? No.
Wait, let's just break this down. Inside midfielder. Oh, we haven't even got Cripps, mate. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, fake Jesus. Rowe wouldn't be here, would you? No.
No. Oh, Jack
Okay.
Silvani. Good call, Marcos.
Sauce, yeah.
Jack Silvani. Oof.
Mid defender.
This is 2018 round 1 for those asking. Mid defender.
Running
You know what? We've got to like take into account like Aaron Mullet. That type.
it is. It could be Mullet. Oh, Cam O'Shea. Yeah, Cam O'Shea.
Aaron Mullet's in there. O'Shea? No.
Who else played 18?
So Jared
Carriage?
Garlett, Sam Kerridge. No.
Would have been gone.
Gibbs? No. Gibbs had gone, right?
Gone, yeah.
Inside mid. Oh, Setterfield? No.
And McGovern was a year after. Yeah, year after.
Jack Martin? No.
That's 2020. Running defender.
That's George. Terry's love child fish doing fuck all.
He played well. He played well on Saturday.
Hey, he played well, man. Give a kid a break. Come on.
We love North here. Don't do that.
Matt Kennedy. There
Matt
it
Kennedy,
is.
nice. Got injured.
Carlton debut.
Oh, Daisy?
Oh, true. Dale Thomas. Good call.
Who the fuck was our ruckman?
Pitto?
No. Try the Connie. It's not the Connie, but just try it. No.
Kieran Byrne.
Wow. I would never have gotten that. That's superb.
It wasn't Cruiser.
I'm just trying to think who did Harry play?
Maybe. No.
General forward. The general forward has to be is it Pickett? No. Sumner? It might be Sumner. No.
2018. Okay, now we're pushing it now. Warnock? No.
No, not Warnock. It's not Cam Wood. It's not. I have a suspicious that it's what we have. I'm just trying to think. Surely not, unless we've got Levi, haven't we? Yeah, got Levi.
We've got Levi. Cloak. No, Christian Jacks was long gone by then. So a defender on the interchange bench and a general forward. Dow, Setters, Wiedering. Oh, Wiedering.
Oh, Wiedering. Yeah. No, wait, did he? Yeah.
Wow. Jesus.
That's bad. Although, to be fair, he wasn't. Oh, sure. That would have been an all-time guess.
Jed Lamb, general forward. Well done, Archo. Huge. Unreal. Okay, we have 5 minutes. Wait, do we get time for getting a right answer or no? Okay. No. I thought we had 2 minutes left. Who was our ruck on the night?
Sure. Phillips, Lobie, Cruiser, Casbolt. They're the only ones that we've had, right? In that time frame.
Oh, he spelled Cruiser wrong. Wait, or did I spell Cruiser wrong?
I don't know. Don't look at me. I'm like borderline dyslexic. Don't look at me.
Wait, I'm tripping. Did I spell Cruiser wrong?
I would have spelled.
He spelled Cruiser wrong. Wow, well done, guys. That was good.
That's good. Let's go some of the stats. Geez, Simo had 1,000 meters gained, basically. Far out.
Where? True.
Look at the names. Aaron Mullet. Christ. It's just so disgusting, isn't it?
Mullet. Like, you're just not winning games of footy consistently with the likes of Mullet, Plowman, Byrne.
Whoa.
Casbolt, Fisher.
Whoa.
What?
You're talking about 2-time podium John Nichols medal right there.
Yeah, but look what's happened since he's left.
Did you see that 92%?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He played in the wrong era. He should be playing now. We'd love
If
him
he,
now.
yeah. You want to say what happened when he left? What happened when Murph left, mate?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what's happened since he's left?
We had Sam Walsh. Murph's. You can't put Murph and Plowman in the same conversation.
Look at how triggered he gets. Look at how triggered he gets as soon as someone.
But you can't. Can you? Can you though?
Why is there parameters about what sentences I can utter?
Because Murphy's played 300 games.
Yeah, and if Plow was given the chance, he would have played 400.
He was given more than a chance, mate.
Nah, he was robbed. My boy. Did you see by the way, his partner on Raving Brian?
Yes.
I'm a lucky Plowman supporter. I love that.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, icon.
Great name, Kenya. Great name.
What an icon. That's good. Kennedy injured. I don't remember what injury Kennedy got that day.
I reckon he did an ankle that night.
Yeah. The reason when I saw that, it flagged Daisy Thomas getting injured in like the first minute. Not this. It wouldn't have been this game, but I think a couple of years before. Yeah, was that his day? Was that his debut?
In his debut. Popped his shoulder out the first quarter, I reckon.
Yeah, it was. It was like the first bounce or something like that. Yeah, it was on his debut. There you go.
Got tackled and popped out, and that was just the story.
Delidio who tackled him, I think.
Do you know when you just see moments happen and you're like, oh, well,
that's it. That's the writing on the wall.
That's going to mean a lot. Yeah, you just knew. How many of these players would get a game today?
Simo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we talking them in their prime? Because prime Simo plays. Yes. Yeah, prime Simo plays. Yeah, for sure.
True. Prime Simo was. Whew.
Yeah.
He played Vossball.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Prime Murph. Oh, Prime Murph would be sick.
Prime Daisy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Prime Cruiser. Probably not. In the form De Koning's in.
Well. It's a good question. Has De Koning showed more than Cruiser ever did in his prime? We never really got to see Cruiser.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Because I think Cruiser was probably better forward.
He was a better set shot, that's for sure. He had a beautiful set shot.
Yes. Especially for a man that tall, for sure. Prime Casey Byrne. Probably not. Cooking with Casey. Remember that?
Well, Jared Garlett played well on this night. That might have been his best game for the club.
He kicked one in that 5-goal flurry early on.
He did.
Wiedering. Before Wiedering was Wiedering.
You know what this does? This just gives me way more confidence now. Like, we sucked.
And Richmond were good, and they only beat us. Like, they only ran away from us in like the last quarter.
Yeah. George. Have a crack, mate. That was great.
That's good.
That was great.
Who we got
so, like, the parameters of the game are that we do it from 2015 onwards.
Yeah, we don't. Like 13 onwards, I would say.
You want to go? I mean, I can make the call for. Well, what's next week? Next week is
Giants.
The Giants. Okay, we can go back. We have no choice. The Giants came into the league in like
2013, 12.
12?
12.
I reckon Boothma played in the first game against the Giants.
Tick. One off the list. Let's do it now. Murph.
Yep. Murph. Mate, Prime Murph was a star.
Do we just want to? How long have we got? We got 15 more minutes.
We got 15.
Would you like to speak about Murph for 15?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
It's done. Yeah, it's done. I do. I love me a bit of Murph.
Do you? You should say it more often, I think.
I don't really say it much anymore.
Yeah, it's one of the few things you don't speak enough about. So,
okay. Team selection this week. Where's your head at?
Don't touch it.
Just leave it?
Don't touch it.
Not even Chera?
Don't touch it.
It's weird because like it's round 16. You kind of want to get that team settled going into finals.
It's the best football we've played probably in my life.
Definitely in your life.
Yeah.
No team has done as good as this.
Yeah, don't
It's
touch
the
it.
best team I've seen in my life.
The only ones that I would consider Chera, Motlop, Cottrell when they're all fit and ready to go. I don't think Jack Martin gets back into this team as much as I love him and as much as I think he can add.
It's huge. No, look, it's
I
a
just don't think that.
fascinating comment to make, but it's he's cutting it. He's cutting it fine, isn't he? Like to come in, he's going to go have another 2 weeks off now this week and next week. Then we're talking like around 18. Like maybe he's a nice little addition to have, you know, ace up your sleeve for a final series.
I guess we have to play it like that. I think what like my mind goes to, should everyone be fully fit right now, I would do Cottrell in for. I mean, he's obviously not fit, but just speaking, kind of projecting. Cottrell in for Fantasia because I think Fantasia's playing that role. Motlop maybe for Dirds, but Dirds has been subbed, so I don't know how you want to change that. And Chera for who is the question.
Kennedy or Hewitt.
Kennedy's been playing forward a little bit.
Yeah, he's been back in the midfield the last couple.
Playing, splitting the time better for sure.
It's just going to make the guys in the team better when you've got that.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Finally, there's a bit of fear, you know, like not fear.
Jobs on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like you have to play well.
Yeah, and a lot of, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, Blackacres re-signing today is terrific news. Until 27, which is brilliant. The best, the best tasting packet of chips you'll ever buy.
Yep. Salt and vinegar.
Of course. Smith's.
S&V's.
Yeah. Thanks. My train of thought's just gone out the window there. That's just brilliant.
What about this?
I'll get it. Wait.
What about if Chera was to come in and play? Like you just shuffle things around and you put him where Ollie Hollins is.
No.
Like, no. I think I'm with you.
This is what structurally we've never looked better. We've never looked better.
Agreed.
Which is why I fear Chera coming in for Kennedy when Kennedy has been playing that 30% forward role, however long it's been played, or 20% forward role. If Chera can't do that, so unless you move Elijah more as a forward, but then he's playing career best footy and he's playing partly midfield. So that's why I think Cottrell for Fantasia is basically a straight swap because he's playing that role to a similar effect.
I reckon you're onto it. I think it's Elijah that plays more half forward minutes, and Chera plays obviously what we're seeing Elijah do right now.
But why?
Because Chera's that good.
Yeah, but
and Elijah forward at center, like damaging. Elijah, Zach Williams, like
I'm not saying Elijah's as good as Chera because I think Chera is better, but Elijah has never played better football in his career. And
true.
And he can realistically, Chera's. I mean, Chera only needs 24 disposals to impact. He's not a player that needs 35 to make an impact on a game. So I guess you are right in that perspective.
We need Chera.
We probably do. You're probably right. And I think the chat is probably right. We probably do need him and he probably does come in. But I'll be fascinated to see the moves that are made.
Yeah.
I'll be fascinated because in my mind, the straight sort of swap would be just like a Chera for a Hewitt. Maybe I'm not thinking as deeply as what that change would actually mean in terms of like inside mids and positioning from stoppage and blah 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 blah. But in my mind, pure midfielder for pure midfielder, you're not dropping Batman or Robin, so you have to drop Hewitt.
Yeah,
But you
Bev
can't.
Tone.
But you can't drop Hewitt.
Yeah, Bev Tone. Chera's just that good. He's that good. He's that good. Yeah, running power, two-way runner,
clean
fundamentals. He's
Imagine
class.
Che-
But I
imagine-
do think he will need a couple of weeks to get touch.
No, of course,
You know,
of course. Imagine Chera and Elijah in a handball chain, mate. Did you see some of the things Elijah Hollins was doing on Friday? He was actually taking the piss.
yeah,
Like
he was taking the piss.
left foot, right foot, just half volley pickups, running full pelt. Doesn't care. Like he's actually taking the piss.
He's got touch.
Oh yeah, so classy, so smooth.
Chera's a test. So just for those asking, so he's the only one that really is potentially playing this week. Jack Martin is available in 2 weeks. Cottrell was 2 to 3 weeks last week. So that's 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
And
Motlop available.
Motlop's been, yeah. Wow. So weird because they were saying Motlop was having a top 3 preseason. Just
hasn't
can't get in.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be party time on Sunday, doesn't it?
Yeah. You'd think it's about time we put a team to the sword from the start of the game.
Knowing we're going to do it instead of just like saying it in hope.
Well, no. What do you mean? Like I'm talking about actually doing it. Like it's about time we kick 7 goals to 2 in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter kick 6 goals to 1, and just like ram it home.
Yeah,
it's about time we do that because even on Friday night, it was 3/4 time. He's still sort of worried until we kick the first 4, and it's game over.
Yeah, I watched the fourth quarter again today. Just the way we scored off turnover and punished was exceptional.
No, yeah. I mean, I spoke about Black Acres being the best pack of chips you'll ever buy. Elijah Hollins is making a run for that money. I'll tell you that.
True. Yep. Wow. That was good. I think that's us, mate.
Wow, you want to wrap it up early, even though we've got time to spare.
Have you got something for me?
No, I just enjoy
motioning towards. It wasn't like, well, I see you guys. It was just
I see how it is.
Oh, you're getting a little bit upset.
No, it's fine.
It's good. You know what? It means you care.
This is my highlight of the week by a long shot.
Really? This is quality airtime for you.
Yeah. It's good clout for me. That's all I use this for. To get the TikTok.
It's great clout. Yeah, true. You're not doing...
I don't actually care about Blue Broadcast. I just do it just for me. Clearly.
Just not part of the culture. That's just not it, mate. That's just not in alignment with the culture here.
No, it's we're selfless. We're a selfless group of individuals. Yeah. Selfless collective.
Wayne, yeah, we can actually. We can rage on BT.
Yeah, I was gonna say something quickly. Before we'll definitely do that. What would Friday night have looked like if Mark Pittner had come in as per your wish? Just curious.
Probably much of the same, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just think those minutes where De Koning was resting, we would have just been more dominant. Like he wouldn't have lost a hit out, Pitto.
Yeah, true. Good point. He probably wouldn't have.
Yeah. The big thing with like the Pitto argument is that we don't score from turnover as much when Pitto's in the side. It's like Sada McGovern didn't play when Pitto was in the team.
Yeah, I think the stats are skewed.
Yeah.
But
having said that, mate, let Tom go. Oh wow, Ari.
Whoa. We're back. How that? I know how that happened. I'm kicking the cord underneath the table.
That'd
Surely
be
stop
about
it.
right. You're just
No,
trying to
no,
get
no.
out of here. See, I read you like a book.
Yeah, me trying to get out of here. Um, can we rage on BT?
Yeah, we
He
can rage
accused
on BT. No,
he
it's
accused Walsh
rubbish.
of trading twice.
Yeah, and you know what it does? It's so stupid because they don't realize their
Influence.
words in the commentary box. Like a lot of people that watch anything in the world but footy are gullible. So all of a sudden, Dangerfield gets off, and now you start saying, "Oh, well, I guess Walsh should be suspended for diving."
I wouldn't use the word gullible. I would use ill-informed.
No, I'd say stupid.
Okay, that's yep. I would say ill-informed, but I get your point. We make the same point, just I make it in a nicer way.
I'm just being real about it.
Yeah, I think you're being unnecessarily harsh. You're calling people. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm saying most. Yeah.
Okay. I also think I also think commentary is not only a backing track to the sport, but it's also a way to inform. Like, hence why special comments are there because they inform the viewer. Like, I'm pretty sure Luke Hodge has a better idea of how to play football than Bruce McAvaney, for example. Even though Bruce is obviously a better commentator, Luke Hodge actually played the game, for example, right? So when commentators, regardless if they're co-coms or play-by-play, are making comments like he cheated, doesn't necessarily do everything great. They're there to commentate, not give their opinion for the most part.
I actually don't blame BT as much as what I blame whoever else is out there. Like, there is an opportunity to take that role. It's never been more available. Like, when Bruce and Dennis were there, you're like, wow, like the level is so high here.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I grew up with BT on Triple M. I loved it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I would like just go for a drive on a Saturday just to hear the Saturday rub with BT, JB, Gary, Purple Headed Warrior, Damon. Like, it was like the best. And it made sense why they put him and JB, and they still are on the commentary team. I understand why they did it, but where's the next generation? Like, who's there? Let's go.
Jason Bennett.
Jason Bennett. I do like a bit of Jason Bennett.
But he does twos. Why is he doing, like, I get someone has to do twos, and he's great. And I'm pretty sure he loves doing the twos. But come on.
Do you remember Clinton Gribus?
No.
Oh, so he passed away, sadly. He would definitely be in the chair right now. I have a theory. Commentators, play-by-play commentators, should not be former players.
Yeah. I wouldn't make it a rule, but I agree with the sentiment. I think special comments is how do I describe
Special comments is perfect for former players. That's what it
yes,
should
be, because commentary is an actual art form.
correct.
Like it is a genuine trade. It's a skill that you need to do for a long time to get good at it. Just because you kicked 700 goals 40 years ago doesn't mean that you know how to commentate. You might know what you're talking. You might know what you're talking about. You might know what you're talking about. Hence why special comments and punditry is a thing, but not actual commentary. Play by play.
Yep. Someone's got to come. Someone's got to come.
Sorry.
And take the mantle.
Yeah, hopefully. But
Ari, you're so immature.
What?
You're so immature.
What?
On that note, we're wrapping up. That's so lame.
I'm good at what I do. That's all I'm gonna say.
What?
Bro, you can't. It's a tap in.
What do you mean tap in?
Tap in.
Mate, that's just... Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Ari, thanks for being here. You and your great great, special, mature comments. I'm about to go on the Pommy and Oz YouTube channel for the team selection show, so I'll see you there soon. Ari, see you, mate. See you next week, guys.